Who betrayed Iran's supreme leader? Inside the shocking Mossad operation that shook the world, what if the most powerful man in Iran was betrayed from inside his own walls? What if a secret meeting, meant to be invisible to the world, was being watched the entire time? And what if one intelligence leak changed the future of the Middle East overnight? Reports claim that Iran's supreme leader, Ali Khamenei, was killed in a sudden targeted strike, allegedly carried out after Israel's intelligence agency, Mossad, received insider information about his exact location. But here's the question that's shaking global politics. Who betrayed him? Tonight, we break down the timeline, the intelligence trail, the alleged betrayal, and what this means for Israel, Iran, and the United States. Stay with us, because this story feels like a political thriller. But the consequences are very real. According to reports, Ali Khamenei was holding a confidential meeting inside the presidential palace in Tehran. This was not a public event, not on any official calendar. Not meant to be known. Present at the meeting were senior members of Iran's leadership, top advisors, security officials, and elite decision-makers. The meeting was reportedly scheduled for 9 a.m. local time. Normally, high-level military strikes of this nature are conducted under the cover of darkness. Night operations allow for surprise and reduced visibility. But something changed. Somewhere inside the Iranian system, someone allegedly passed the details. The exact time, the location who would be attending. And that changed everything. Israel's intelligence service, Mossad, has long been considered one of the most sophisticated intelligence agencies in the world. From covert cyber operations to targeted assassinations, Mossad operates silently. And often invisibly. According to reports, Mossad operatives received real-time intelligence about the Supreme Leader's meeting. Once they confirmed, Khamenei would be physically present. The meeting location was fixed. Key figures were gathered in one place. Israel allegedly made a decision. They would strike immediately. Not at night, not later, but in the morning. The logic? When your target is confirmed and stationary, you don't wait. Reports claim that the strike occurred early Saturday morning. Israeli broadcaster Channel 12 cited senior military officials who claimed that Khamenei's body was later found in the rubble. Meanwhile, Iran's state media confirmed that the supreme leader had been killed in his office. Former U.S. President Donald Trump took to Truth Social. His message was explosive. He referred to Khamenei as one of the worst figures in history and wrote that Khamenei had been killed. But that wasn't all. Trump warned Iran not to retaliate. His statement, "If they do, we will hit them with a force that has never been seen before." That sentence alone sent shockwaves across global markets and military circles. Because when a U.S. president uses language like "force never seen before," the world listens. After the reports, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps issued a warning. They declared that the most devastating offensive operation in the history of the Islamic Republic would begin toward Israeli territory and American bases. That is not normal rhetoric. That is escalation language. If carried out, such retaliation could drag the U.S. directly into conflict, trigger regional war, impact oil markets globally, destabilize the Middle East. The stakes could not be higher. If confirmed, the death of a supreme leader is not just a political event. It reshapes religious leadership, military command structure, national morale, regional alliances. Ali Khamenei was not just a political leader. He was the highest religious authority in Iran's system. Removing him creates a power vacuum, and power vacuums are dangerous. They create uncertainty, and uncertainty creates conflict. Here's what the world fears most: oil supply disruption, cyber retaliation, missile strikes on U.S. bases, wider regional war involving proxies. Markets react quickly to instability in the Middle East. Energy prices rise, stock markets fluctuate, diplomatic back channels activate. Global leaders begin emergency consultations, because when two heavily armed states escalate, no one remains unaffected. In modern warfare, information is a weapon. This story is bigger than one strike. It's about intelligence power. It's about internal betrayal. It's about how one piece of information can alter global stability. If Mossad truly received insider details, then the real story is not just about a missile. It's about trust, because when trust collapses at the highest level of government, nothing remains secure. The world is watching. And the next move could define the next decade of Middle Eastern politics.